NFL press conferences serve a purpose: to disseminate information from teams to the fans through the media. The league mandates them, but not everyone is happy about that.
I'm here so I won't get fined.
For years, paranoia-filled head coaches have worked on the art of saying nothing. But sometimes the pressure-packed podium produces some rather entertaining outbursts.
Cannot play with them, cannot win with them, cannot coach with them, can't do it. I want winners.
Hello? You play to win the game.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
But one NFL head coach is always in control when he steps to the mic.
We need to do everything better, both offensively and defensively. But now we're on to Cincinnati. Sorry if I'm yelling.
Actually, we can barely hear you.
Bill Belichick coached teams are typically unpredictable. As it turns out, his press conferences can be as well.
I'm not a scientist. I'm not an expert in footballs. I'm not an expert in football measurements. I'm just telling you what I know. Would not say that I'm Mona Lisa Vito of the football world, as she was in the car expertise area.
When he references Marissa Tomei, like, that's hilarious. That should have brought the house down. And he's like, oh, wait, they're not laughing. Like, of course they're not laughing, because you've scolded them for the last 15 years to not show any human emotion.
You've prepared to face this Peyton Manning-led offense more than 20 times in your coaching career. Is there one common thread that stands out to you over the years?
I guess Manning.
The knowledge Bill Belichick has obtained in 40 NFL seasons is a valuable asset, one he'd prefer to keep locked away. For members of the press, trying to extract a useful nugget requires precise timing and execution.
After a loss, forget it. He's just not going to answer any question you ask him. Bill, what happened on that play in the third quarter?
Just got to get back to work. We got to improve in every phase of the game.
Bill, what happened with that timeout?
We need to improve and play and coach better next week.
It's the same answer over and over.
Tom's age at the draft.
We're on to Cincinnati.
What do you think having a 37-year-old?
We're on to Cincinnati.
Turnovers lose games. Bad questions lose press conferences.
You don't want to get one of those death stares. You really don't. You don't want to be put in the corner. You don't want to have a timeout.
Will the quarterback position be evaluated this week?
Are you averse to having a feature back?
What, like when Corey Dillon ran for 1,600 yards? Would I be against that? Yeah, I don't think so.
So how do you crack the vault?
That's the great question.
If you have done your homework and you are clearly, if you've been paying attention and you ask a smart question, you will get a good response.
He will go on these wonderful, long explanations about how football works.
I mean, all positions are difficult, but I think it's a difficult position to play because of the amount of things that happen and how fast they happen, tight ends and backs coming in or outside receivers coming into your zone and things like that. Whereas as a corner, you're defending more space, but there are less moving parts out there. There's less guys that can get into your area.
He is at his essence a teacher. He wants to transmit what he knows here to the people who are covering it so that they do a better job breaking down the game.
If you ask him about somebody out of history, he will go on a long explanation.
Lawrence Taylor was like that. I mean, Lawrence Taylor, he knew what every player on the field was doing. Lawrence would go out there and come in after the series and say, Coach, they're not blocking it the way you said they were going to block it. Here's what they're doing. Instead of him taking me, this guy's got me, he's helping. I could see that guy looking for me. If I come inside, the center's going to come off. He's going to pick me up. Go look at the film and say, yeah, you know what? He's right. Like, you can never get that from the sideline, but he can.
Having that both physically and mentally is really rare.
Well, yeah, that's what makes him special. I mean, that's what makes Tom Brady Tom Brady. It makes Randy Moss Randy Moss. It made Lawrence Taylor Lawrence Taylor. Those guys are just, they just have that sixth, seventh sense.
Like everything that he does, Bill Belichick has a purpose behind his podium persona.
He knows that his players are going to be watching on SportsCenter later that day. He knows it's going to be on Patriots.com. So he's setting the tone for the rest of the organization.
Just got to continue to improve and get better as the season progresses.
We'll make the adjustments and hopefully be better next week.
If I act this way, if I act like I don't care, they're going to act like they don't care. It's all an act, and he's the best actor in the NFL.